We all know business planning and consolidation. Using this particular product, we can perform legal consolidation and management consolidation. With this product, SAP having another functionality, which is equity pickup, which is particularly used for US Federal Reserve's reporting. So let's have one conceptual example now. On top of this equity pickup, let's see what is the use of this particular equity pickup, how can we configure the business rules, and how can we execute this particular equity pickup concept in business planning and consolidation BPC product. Equity pickup concept. What is this equity pickup concept? Equity pickup, we call it as EPU, only needed if standalone parent-only financial statements are required. For example, when you use legal consolidation, what happens for a particular group, America group, US and Canada, part of America group, you can consolidate US and Canada and you can get the result at consolidation group level. But here in this equity pickup, now US is having investment in Germany, for example. So parent only financial statements. So how much income, net income from Germany, US invested in Germany. So from Germany, their net income, Germany's net income and comprehensive income. Suppose the investment percentage is 90%. So the 90% to be added into US financial statements. Standalone parent only financial statements, statement means there is no consolidation group. That concept is not there. For US, individual financial statements, standalone financial statements should include Germany's share of profit. Designed to fulfill specific reporting requirement in the US. So mainly for US, as I said, like US Federal Reserve's reporting. EPE reports are independent from the standard consolidated financial statements. As I said, like legal consolidation is separate, management consolidation is separate. This equity pickup is a separate topic. EPU is run after all other closing tasks are completed. So what I mean, what is the meaning of that? Like you load the data, you post the adjustments, all those things. You run the currency translation, then you run this particular EPU process. It uses direct ownership rates. So let's say it is like percentage ownership, direct ownership. Equity pickup can be run from EPU monitor or using a data manager package. So they come up with EPU monitor, like consolidation monitor. You have something called EPU monitor like this. So this is, if you go to consolidation, equity pickup monitor. So this is called equity pickup monitor, EPU monitor. Then let's understand the scenario. So it is US specific reporting purpose. You need to maintain the ownership. So investee details, as you maintain for legal consolidation, ownership details. Same way here, you have to maintain the investor-investee relationship. For example, E0, it's a US entity, invested in E1. E1 is, let's say, Germany entity. E0 invested in E1. So US invested in Germany. How much? 100%. We can write here. So this is US. This is Germany. This is Germany. This is Japan. Same way, Germany invested in Japan. How much? 90%. Now when I am preparing so when you maintain these investments, E0, E1, E0 is US company, E1. So in the ownership data, it will be stored like this. So one point you have to remember here, the group will be, there will not be any group. So what I mean, in the, if you see your ownership data, scope will be none, no scope, right? This data is not against your consolidation group. That is the point you have to remember. It is parent only financial statements. The data, so E1, the intercompany ID is I1, E6, intercompany ID is I6. That's why the data is stored in this format. Now, what are the things you are going to consider for this particular equity pickup? From the Germany, suppose when I am preparing US company financial statements, from the Germany's net income plus Germany's comprehensive income to be added into US financial statements. How much percentage? Whatever the investment percentage. For example, in this case, 100%. In the below, Germany invested in Japan 90%, 0.9, 90%. So Japan net income and comprehensive income, other comprehensive income, both together we have to consider. From that, 90% should be included in the Germany books. That's what equity pickup. Now, when you are taking this data, net income and comprehensive income, which accounts to be updated? So when it is going to Germany, when you are posting to Germany, Japan values or Germany's values, you are posting to US. Which accounts to be hit, like investment in subsidiaries to be updated or retained earnings to be updated? So that is the business rule configuration you are going to perform. So take from the subsidiary net income, comprehensive income, and update the investment and retained earnings of your America or Germany books. Now in this scenario, I have taken some accounts. These are the accounts I used. Investment, sorry, investment in subsidiaries, retained earnings, foreign currency translation reserves, NCI, net income, share of P&L, revaluation surplus, income tax on income tax, remeasurements or fair value reserves. So these are the main accounts I used, and I created some audit trails. To the result of the input is the basic source data, whatever I have taken. So this is the data I have taken for the example sample data. This is the combination I'm expecting. Don't go with the figures. So the combination, the data cut you just observe. So E1 entity, E6 entity, E1 entity. So whatever the flow, their revenue, their comprehensive income. This is the data I'm going to take. See, yellow color means source data. So in my model, consolidation model, whatever data is there against these three entities, this is the data I'm going to consider. Once you execute equity pickup, you are going to get this particular result. For example, I executed E1 equity pickup. So E1 is invested in E6. So E1 entity will come, partner unit E6 will come, your investment in subsidiaries account will increase, your foreign currency translation reserves will increase, your share of profit from associates will be updated in the parent books, yeah, and foreign currency translation reserve updates that E51610. This from this net income, whatever E1 E6 net income is there, comprehensive income is there, that will be updated into these following accounts. Now let's see, and the audit trail will be equity pickup. Now we need to configure some business rules. What are the business rules we have to configure? So here, go to business rules. Rules, business rules, equity pickup business rule. By default, it will not come. See, when you see BPC product, yeah, you don't see this business rule. Other than equity pickup, you see all the business rules. There is a configuration setting there. You have to activate this equity pickup, like time dependent hierarchies. in BPC. So click on equity pickup. Now general is there, controlling is there, non-controlling is there. General means from where the system should take the data for the calculation. So we are taking data from the input data source. So here I have given restated. Restated is the parent number. So I have so my source of data is coming from 3-4 audit trails. That's why I can create one hierarchy node. In that I can add all the audit trails which I am expecting from the source of data. Then destination audit. This is base level member. This is equity pickup. So once the calculation is done, that will be posted to equity pickup. That's why if you see here, this is my target. This is my source. Equity pickup is my target. Then what is the source of data? My net income data. Enter my net income. See, TP 800 means enter my net income. I have taken net income. TP 800, this one. It includes all my profit and loss, whatever accounts are there, all the stuff. And also, so this is your configuration. So if when you are implementing for a customer, whatever accounts part of your their net income, that accounts to be considered. Because I am taking the hierarchy, the cumulated value, because expenses are positive, income is negative, so automatically the net income will be calculated. And comprehensive income. So the comprehensive income, so already we have one comprehensive income statement.
Sorry, Kiran.
Yeah.
Kiran, you mentioned this is the equity pickup. It is different, only parent company in US, right?
Correct.
Okay. In the time you create the business consolidation, you create one CHAP account, right?
Correct.
My question, it is the same CHAP of account group or different? Need to create different account group.
If you are defining different same chart of accounts, same group chart of accounts, I'm using. In this scenario, I'm using the same group chart of accounts.
But if
whatever
it is
I have, I use. Yeah, go ahead.
It is no issue if the same CHAP of account, because I think let's say only the customer only need to parent account based on the equity pickup, and one again CHAP account based on the BPC.
Okay, what you are asking me, like
accounting.
Whether they can, if they want separate GL accounts, whether they can manage or not. Correct? Separate chart of accounts.
Yes,
you can do it. You can do it. See, because it is an individual company, so you can do that.
Okay.
Right? Separate hierarchy, separate GL account you have to create, and that hierarchy you have to call it here. And comprehensive income, I have taken a statement of comprehensive income here, which is this one. This value I have taken, comprehensive income. Now, so the flow you have to take. See, when it is P&L account, the flow will be F10. F10 is income from P&L. F99 is your closing balances. Now so now system understands based on this general tab from where it should pick up the data. So it has taken net income, it has taken comprehensive income from input data source, and it finds that target data audit trail is equity pickup. And how much percentage from this net income and other comprehensive income should be transferred to the target, right? That parent. So that is based on the percentage ownership. So percentage ownership, don't maintain. See, for legal consolidation you are using ownership manager, but equity pickup, that ownership is not applicable. You have to separately create one input template. In that input template, you have to store the data in this combination. As I said, this is the combination you have to store the data separately. Now, there are two other tabs here, controlling and non-controlling. Controlling is basically if your investment is more than 50%. Non-controlling is if your investment is more than 20%, less than 50%. less than 20%, system will ignore that figure, that calculation. It won't consider. Less than 20%, it will not consider as part of equity pickup. So non-controlling means more than 20%, less than 50%. Controlling means more than 50%. Now, when system takes the net income, right, from here it is taking the net income. So the net income, where it is going to transfer. So net income will be transferred to balance sheet and profit and loss both. What accounts to be updated? Those, see, equity group share account, equity NCI account, investment asset account, profit and loss, investment income account, NCI account. So you have to identify what accounts it is going to update. See, balance sheet side and profit and loss side. You have to maintain, and also which flow, when it is posting to these accounts, which flow it should update. Target flow also you have to mention. Also, other comprehensive income only updates balance sheet, not the profit and loss. So the same accounts I have taken, other comprehensive income E1560, equity NCI E270. So what are the descriptions of these accounts? I have mentioned here. So A1810 is investment in subsidiaries. So this is investment in subsidiaries. Now, non-control. So here you see, when it is a controlling scenario, more than 50%, you see NCI calculations. Correct? NCI. When it is non-controlling, because it's more than 20%, less than 50%, there is no non-controlling interest. Remaining accounts I maintain samely. There is no NCI calculation. Now, let's see. I have three financials, two E0, E1, E2, E6, right? So what are the entries? E0, E1, E6. Yeah. So when I am preparing for Germany, E6 income statement, comprehensive income, I have to check. So for example, I have some data, some sample data. Here you see. This is E6. Yeah, Japan. Right. So this is my Japan revenues, P&L statement. Also, if you check the comprehensive income report, you will find the net comprehensive income from Japan. Now, how much should be considered to the parent E1? E1 is my Germany. From Japan, 90% should be considered for the Germany. That's what I maintained in the ownership. Yeah. So let's go here. Go to equity pickup monitor. Consolidation, equity pickup monitor. In this, so you can select this one, equity pickup, just run this equity pickup, full equity pickup. I already run, again I am running, not a problem. You can run many times, not an issue, or you can reset also. So what happens? You can go to equity pickup audit report. Here itself, the report also available here. See now, what happened? Source data. Source data, what you have taken, net income, other comprehensive income. E1 invested in E6. E6 is Japan, E1 is Germany. How much? 90%. This percentage I maintained. Where I maintained, I will show you. In the ownership, I have created one template for ownership. In that, I maintain. Now, the system picked up 15,462 here. Other comprehensive income 12,940. Right. So where it is updated, the destination E1610, which is my 90% of 15,462. How much? Equal to 15,462 into 90%. 13,916. Yeah. So 13,916. 916. So that much E1610, it's transferred to retained earnings. It's transferred to investment in subsidiaries, and it transferred to share of profit. One is equity account, one is P&L account, one is investment in subsidiaries account. Other comprehensive income, as I said, like it only transfers to balance sheet. So equity and asset, you can see same amount. Now, when you come to another also we have another investment percentage. For example, let's go to equity pickup monitor again. E0. If you take E0, so E0 is invested 100% in E1. Yeah. If you see to be executed, that means I have not executed. If you see equity pickup report before running, it gets the source data. Right. So select the parent E0. But it's not updated destination data. So this much amount, so 100% means total amount to be updated to these accounts based on your equity pickup business rule configuration. So let's run this one. Select this, click on equity pickup. You give the version, time, E0, this is the parent, currency euro, full equity pickup, okay. So the data, whatever it is going to update, this is the combination it is going to use. It takes that source data, so E1 or E0, it will take equity pickup audit trail. In that, it is going to update against this GL accounts, whatever you mentioned. Okay. So it's done. Go to equity pickup audit report. Now you see it's updated because 100% updated to this particular destination account data. So when you see the E0 financial statements, you will system will show all these details in their particular account against that flow. Now here one more thing, how I maintain the ownership. Yeah, I said like don't use ownership manager, right? You have to create your own ownership rates for equity pickup. So go here, ownership, go to EPM, open server root folder. So I created my own template, and there I maintain. See, E0 to I1. I1 means Germany, UK. So 1% is E1 to E6. That means I6 intercompany code is I6. So 0.9. Right. So this is all about equity pickup. Any questions? So these are the business rules. This is the monitor, equity pickup monitor. You see like this, and this is the result. Any questions? I'm done. Right. Okay. Then. Thank you.
So,
Nice.
Kiran,
Yep. Yep.
Once you put the rules, how do you see the results?
Here only. Whether it is executed or not, you can see here, pickup audit report. Then you have to create one input template report here in the EPM adding all those accounts. So this is the result. It's already, you can see here. We can create a EPM add-in report to display this particular data.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kiran, what is the prerequisite application for this? Do you require maybe group reporting or BPC 11 or BPC, or otherwise is it a separate application?
It's available from BPC 10.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Right, you can do it in BPC 10, 10.1, 11,
Oh, I see.
11.1.
Oh, I'm not aware. Okay, fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
So very interesting information you have shared, Kiran. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm ending now. Thank you.
Thank you.